Okay, up on the roof here at 1399 Knecht Road in Northeast Palm Bay. I made a bunch of notes up on the roof, and I decided to do a video, Steve, so I can share with you everything that I found, and you get to hear from my own words on how we're going to redo your roof and redo it correctly. I'm not going to actually go into any detail about the condition of your roof. I'm sure you're painfully aware that it definitely needs to be replaced. All the wear on the granules, the soft wood, and just the damage in general. Let me start with these 3 reminder arrows. The first one is to talk about the drip edge. So we're going to replace the drip edge around the entire house, of course, on both stories, I guess you can say. The next one is we're going to reboot all the bathroom vents. There's one here and one on the other side. And then third, I think what will aesthetically be best is we're going to replace these old-timey ridge vents with a new low profile with the shingle caps on top of it. Of course, it's going to match. I like the hunter green. We've been doing a lot of those lately, but that's up to you. I'll send you the colors if you want. Probably the most important thing that I wanted to share with you is there's definitely more than just a little soft or suspect wood all around the house. That's because, you know, you have this patchwork of repairs, this and that. I'll talk more about that, but there's some in this area. Basically, it's mainly in the valleys. I'm sure there's more. You have obviously 2 skylights, 2 2x4 skylights. They appear to be tempered glass. I know our cost is $695 to have them replaced. These seem to be in decent condition. I'm going to leave it up to you as to whether they need to be replaced or not. I would just really hate for you to find an enthusiastic buyer and then for the home inspection report to flunk out on something as simple as not replacing a skylight. Here on the chimney, it goes without saying how super important it is to reflash correctly. So we're going to remove all that, reflash it all new. There's the other bathroom vent. Definitely some bad wood in that area here. We're going to remove all these fixtures. You have no less than 3 satellite dishes, or what's left of satellite dishes. We're going to reboot the power mast. Real quick, and what's most important, I just want to talk for 30 seconds about how we're going to redo your roof for you correctly. Forgive my obvious metal example here. That doesn't really matter nearly as much as all the layers that are underneath. There's your hunter green. By the way, we only use, as far as shingles go, CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles. It's the heaviest, thickest shingle out there for the same price as the other guys, but all of our roofs are done with CertainTeed Landmark shingles, unless the customers request something special. Okay, so if you would, imagine this with me. We're gonna remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood. Anything remotely bad, like I've already pointed out, and I'm sure there's much more, we're gonna replace. Now, with your roof, you get 100 square feet of plywood replacement included. I definitely think it's gonna be another 100, maybe even 200 square feet of plywood replacement. It's $180 for every 100 feet. It's not too bad, but because it's a large house, I was gonna go ahead and include as a discount another 150 square feet of plywood replacement, basically $300 to take care of that. So you're gonna see that on your estimate. I'm gonna include a $300 discount. Do with it what you want, okay? But that's gonna be my contribution. So again, bare plywood roof, replace any of the plywood that's needed. There's 2 building codes, forgive me if you know this, that have been upgraded over the years in Brevard County. The first one says re-nail the roof to code. We're gonna re-nail all your plywood to the roof trusses. Code says 6 inches, we go every 4 to 5 inches. The next very important one is the waterproof barrier. By the way, these are 2 major insurance discounts that can be talked about. Then we're gonna apply the waterproof barrier. I'm sure you're aware of peel and stick. Every inch of all these roofs are gonna be peel and sticked. And then we're gonna put your CertainTeed 30-year Landmark Series shingles over top of that. Or we can talk about metal, but I'm sure that you wanna go with shingles. The day that you sign up, we'll be here to do your roof within 3 to 4 weeks. I know timeline is probably super important to you. Get this done. There's no reason to put the warranty in your name where it could be left available for the buyer. Having the Florida Native folder on the kitchen counter next to all those real estate cards with a brand new roof, even when it's coming in 3 weeks, having the folder, having the warranty information is going to be a major selling point for this house. 3 to 4 weeks, and then when we get here, once we start your job, we don't disappear. and come back in a month. We stay on your job. This roof would take 5 days to redo. So the first 2 days will be prep. That again would be removing the shingles, replacing any plywood, re-nail, waterproof barrier. The third day would be Brevard County inspection. And then 2, maybe even a third day to put all the new shingles on the roof. So about 5 days in total. I think we talked about enough. I'm gonna put everything into email and send it to you. The size of your roof is 35 squares. That's with the waste factor. And thanks for your time.